It's once again time for your favorite YouTubers to gather together and make gifts for each other. There's going to be drama, action. The most recognized and beloved musical instrument, that's a lie, but it's pretty up there, I guess. The Hammond organ. I need to make a gift for Erik with a K. And from what I can tell, he's a musician, and I thought making him a musical instrument is a good idea. So I'm gonna probably fail at making a good sounding instrument, but it's all about good intentions, so story of my life. Welcome to Toolroomtakeover. We got keys, 12 of them. We got pickups that are not in the 3D model, but believe me, they're there. We got tone wheels, they're nice. And gears, lots of gears, only 4, but okay. How does it work, do you ask? I'm glad you asked. So we are going to need one amplifier, 12 pickups, but I'm gonna make one, and we need 12 keys. Very important step, we need to wire the pickup with tons of copper so the pickup can create those delicious electrical signals we so desire. Just like a guitar, we're gonna use a string. Did I say string? I meant tone wheel. Once we start spinning it, nothing happens at first because the circuit is still open. But the moment we press one of the keys, the circuit closes, sending an electrical signal to the amplifier. And just like that, it turns into beautiful music for our fragile ears. We'll begin by making the keys themselves, since I figured they'd be the most time-consuming and difficult part to get right. For the white keys, I'm using hard maple, and for the black keys, I'm using some mysterious hardwood. Well, it's mysterious to me because it's probably not that difficult to find out. I'm machining everything on the pantograph because I want the keys to be as accurate as possible. They don't have to be absolutely perfect, and they can have some handmade character. At least that's the excuse I'm gonna use when I make things imprecise. I'm also using the pantograph as a milling machine to cut the clearances for the black keys that will sit in between the white ones. After removing most of the waste on the bandsaw, I went back to the pantograph to get the final dimensions nice and precise. The white keys also need a bit of attention in the front to make them more comfortable for your fingers. So I added some subtle relief before moving on to the black keys. Traditionally, they would be made out of ebony, which is the ideal material. But since it's both expensive and kind of difficult to source, I'm using this beautiful dark hardwood instead. I'm not sure, it might be eucalyptus or something similar. I honestly have no idea. It's a bit more open-grained than I would like to have, but it will be a suitable wood for the job. Hi, we're in a new shop and it's very echoey. So we have our keys and we need to put holes in them so they can swing, and then we'll move on to, I don't know, the bass. Yes, there's also bad lighting still, but because the ceiling is higher, then the lighting is a little bit better. Make sure you check out Erik with a K, who's, by the way, founded this whole collaboration. From titanium Damascus rings to a lace that is the size of a shoe. I don't know why I use a reference of a shoe. I could have just said leg, maybe. So check out his incredible and unique channel and his video for this collaboration. Good. Then we can let it dry. On both sides of the mechanism, they're going a couple of brass plates, 3 actually, but we'll get to that later. I cut them on the tiny CNC machine so we can get nice and accurate, and these will hold the keys as well as the tone wheel assembly. Let's try them out and see if the keys fit nice and snug. Putting them. But this is harder than I thought. Did I say that the keys were the most difficult to manufacture? Well, it's gonna get much harder at this point because we're moving on to the pickup assembly, and this was a roller coaster of fun. No kidding, it was a roller coaster of nightmare. It was quite difficult, but we got there in the end. I'm not a professional, but as a professional, don't do what I do. I'm using a 0.2 millimeter copper wire, which is a little bit too thick for a pickup, but we are, having fun and trying things out. Yes, so I decided the best way to do this is manually, because with the lathe running, it's a bit dangerous. Okay, all the pickups are wired and hopefully working, so we're gonna stick them into the plate, and I think we can solder them already. Take my trusty copper whale hammer because it's not magnetic, and awesome. Things are going great so far, and by great I mean I did a huge mistake. Let me illustrate. I essentially made 2 terminals on each side of the pickup, and these terminals are going to get closed by the keys represented by this rectangle on the right side of the screen. Now the sharp eyes among you will already notice that the circuit is always closed by the pickup itself. And so to fix that without undoing the whole work that I've already put into this, I'm just gonna cut one of the terminals, wire the pickup to each side of it, and this hopefully will make the key actually function as a switch. Okay, it all broke. It broke pretty badly. Let's just connect this and see how bad this is, okay? Okay. Okay, now that we got that somehow sorted, it's time for tone wheels. The tone wheels have to be out of iron or steel, otherwise they wouldn't work because the metal needs to be ferromagnetic. Otherwise the pickup will not pick up anything, which is why I went with PCBWay, the sponsor of this video, to laser cut my tone wheels, which came out beautiful. Just upload your file and choose which process you want it to be manufactured. There's no minimum quantity, so if you just need the one for prototyping, that's not a problem. You can do silk screening, tapping, inserts, welding. If you can think it, they probably can do it. PCBWay is your one-stop solution for 3D printing, PCBs, CNC machining, sheet metal. If you want your parts from some odd material, good chance that PCBWay has you covered. Whether you're a hobbyist, a professional, an engineer, or just me, they will get your one-off prototype or your 100-piece production going in no time at all. How about some 3D printed to perfection pigeons that will act as nice feet for your furniture? So if you want to start your production, I will highly recommend checking out PCBWay in the link below. And with that, let's get back to the video. Okay. Two, 12. Great. Can you see it? Wow. Yeah. Okay, now we need to align them up with the mechanisms. The next step is to drive this, and this needs to run pretty fast. And in the 3D model, you might have seen some gearing system there going on, which is, you might recognize these gears, these ones, very beautiful. I didn't make these. You remember the clock lathe project? I will show a little bit. I have a bunch of these gears. Let's make some shafts for the gears, and we need a handle crank thingamajig so we can run everything. And I think I made those shafts in the old studio. Whoops. So, okay, let's go. We start with a 12 teeth gear, which goes like so on the tone wheels. And the next pair is with this axle, so it has like a key and a clip ring that will hold the gears in place. This one is a little bit more. I chose quite a dramatic soundtrack for this clip, but this is a song about love and friendship. I should have told you that I love you, but instead I'm making a handle for the mechanism. It's not as important as other stuff, but it is important to me. It is important to me. I bought copper tape, which I think will do the job nicely. Okay. Whew, this is difficult. That looks pretty good. This. I'm actually quite excited. I really hope this works because I don't know what else I can fix if it doesn't. Ooh, oops. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So let's just try this middle one and start cranking, and we should get a noise. Okay, the machine is much louder. Should have told you that I love you, but instead I'm making handle for the mechanism. It's not as important as other stuff. So now the package is with Erik with a K. I can open up the gift that I received from Alec Steele, which I don't have because the delivery company screwed up tremendously. To also add that Alec Steele sent it way ahead of time, but still the delivery company, I'm still not sure what's happening there, but like they don't like to ship packages apparently. Anyway, so second best thing, Alec Steele just sent me the link to his video, and I'm gonna watch a little bit, not to spoil too much, and we can watch it together just to see what's up. Anyway.
Welcome back. It's time for Toolroomtakeover 2026. This year, I am tasked with making a gift for the one and only Urituchman. He's a phenomenal engineer and machinist.
Good pronunciation.
All sorts of shenanigans, and the gift that I've decided to make is it's a vice in a vice. I've come up with a design that I like. The idea is that between here, you clamp
Oh my
it in
God.
the vice, and then
I think that's enough for now. I don't want to spoil anything for me just yet, and also maybe for you. So go check the rest on his channel to see what he came up with. And yeah, you probably know who Alec Steele is already, but if you don't, he's like kind of the most famous blacksmith. But anyway, yeah, I follow his channel for years, and he's like the best. So yeah, please go check him out, and go check out Erik's with the K's channel to see the reveal of what I sent him and also what he made, and also check out all the rest of the YouTubers that collaborated in this collaboration. So with that, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you to my Patreons as always, and thanks to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. And so see you in the next video.